crafty peeps, and here I am today for another Mix It Up Monday that I am so excited to play and get to do something today for this. So I am working out of my Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog kit and How to Kill Kits with Style kit. They're the same thing. I have a video about that if you want to go watch my overview. It's actually a live that's up there. And I'm scrapping some photos of my sister and I when it was her wedding in Las Vegas. Her and her husband decided to get married out on a, I don't know, plateau in Las Vegas, or out in the kind of desert area of Vegas. And that was fun, and we got to have our makeup done and everything. So here's our photos, and what I'm gonna do, oh yeah, here's the sketch, which of course I'll put up in the corner. What I'm working with is I'm doing 2 photos instead of 3. My photos are a little bigger, so it just made more sense to do 2, and these really were the only 2 that work together. I have 2 strips in the back. I did make my lower strip a little bit bigger, partly because my photos are bigger, also because the words are getting kind of lost behind there, and I love the words, and so I wanted to see them, and I thought I needed to have them be a little bit bigger. I have this yellow scrap that's kind of representing the square. I have a tag. I have a piece on the bottom that was a scrap. I was originally going to put it behind one of my photos and decided I didn't have enough to do 2 photos like that, so I just decided to put it at the bottom as an accent. So as you can see, I'm going all with the pinks because this is me and my sister, and we had our makeup done and we're being very girly. I do have a title to add at the bottom, and for the butterflies, here's my plan. I also gutted this back piece of paper. Decided that it was going to be my frame because isn't that just so pretty with that pink frame like that? Ooh, it's so pretty. And then, so what I'm going to do for my mixed media is I'll show you my butterflies. Also, I'm going to take this away. I feel like if I gut the paper, I'm more likely to use it because then it feels like the paper is, oops, you know what I was going to do actually? The paper is more like scraps at that point than having to worry about it being nice, pretty paper to cut it into, because that's the other part was like, I was like, oh, I get to use a lot of scraps with this paper, with this layout. But in fact, all my paper that I have for my kit is like big, full pieces of paper. Okay, so I'm just marking right here where because I do intend to do some splatters also, but I will show you. I'm so excited to show you what I'm going to do for my other stuff. Let me show you. She doesn't have like any like mixed media or anything, but that's okay because we're mixing it up, and that's what we do for Mix It Up Monday. We take a traditional sketch, we add something different, we add some mixed media. So I have these butterflies, this butterfly stencil called Mini Butterflies from the Crafters Workshop, and I might have to move my photos down a little bit. That's okay. You know what? It's okay. Because I'll just adjust my photos, I think. Depending, because I didn't realize this was that. Or I might have to come back after I'm done and put some of that on there. Or, yeah, because I want to put some splatters down too. So I'm going to do some splatters and maybe some other stenciling. So I thought I might do, just to be interesting, I might do some of this peeking out the bottom, almost to mimic this. I'm thinking this kit has kind of a Moroccan vibe to it, so I really like the idea of adding extra hints of that along the way. So we're gonna do some down here. Have my pink dabby thing. Here it is. Whoopsie. I'm gonna go with some Kitsch Flamingo. And I'm gonna put it down here at the bottom. This is oxide, so you'll see what's gonna happen in a minute here. Okay, ready? So I'm just gonna kind of, and I really don't know if this dabber actually has other colors on it. I don't really need it to be super dark. I don't need it to be super like, hey, look at me, I'm color, I'm here. Because I just kind of want this hint. This This is what I'm going for. It's just a little hint of this down here at the bottom. And then maybe a little more up here at the top. This is a stencil from Faber-Castell, and I've had it in my stash, and I do think I might even have some of these in the store. I don't know, I don't remember. Because they're made out of paper, so I don't tend to want to use them as much, just because they are paper, so I feel like they're not going to be reusable as often. But you can tell I'm working inside of the stencil. I'm not going off to the edge where that square is, because then that'll just give me a square look, and I don't want a square look. I might do a little tiny bit over here. Really, really light. And of course my table's gonna get messed up. Hopefully I'm still in the frame. There we go. There we go. And I realized I forgot to bring any water in here. So that was kitsch. I think I might, okay, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, yes, I like you likes. I like you likes. Okay, let's do, ooh, my brushes. Okay, let's see what we can do. I need a brush. I moved all my stuff around and now I can't find my stuff. All my brushes that I'd like to use. Where's my brushes? Oh, here they are. What I'm gonna do is I can get enough water on this to make it enough to splatter it. Of course, there's yellow in my brush, of course. So the thing about oxides is that if you hit them with water, they not only smush a little bit, but the water should kind of pull back some of that color. So you get a really, oops, that's very yellow, but that's okay because guess what? I like yellow. I have yellow in my thing and that looks really cool. Accident. I had yellow in my brush because I didn't clean my brush properly. Where did that yellow come from? I don't even know. But it looks really cool. So, okay. Couldn't have done that again if I tried probably. But see how it has the little spots there? Okay, cool. This probably wouldn't even show up. It'll probably be behind the photo. Behind the paper. Yeah. So you kind of stencil it in and then you go back and you just pull some of that back with water, which is a really weird thing to think of, but it's like with watercolor, you can do that. And then I'm just gonna use my paper towels to kind of try to soak up some of that extra. This is Basil Marshmallow. It's one of my favorite mixed media papers, or I should say scrapbook paper for mixed media. All right, and then the next plan is to maybe do a little bit of other real splatters. Always shake your bottle to the side so that it doesn't clog. Oh my goodness, this is a brand new bottle. I haven't even opened it. So here's how I open bottles. You cut along the bottom here. Don't try to cut along the top because it's hard to undo it once it gets there. And then you twist it. And then when you take it out, That loosens that, and then you can take that off. So there you go. You got an extra bonus tip today, and then you can take this off if you want to. I can't believe I've never opened my Kids Flamingo oxide. I've had this for, I've got like 3 new colors since then, so. And my favorite thing to do is to just splatter. Of course, we won't splatter. There we go. I'm probably not doing the circle. I haven't decided quite yet. Oh, it's getting everywhere. Oh, I love how it's getting everywhere. Okay. Going crazy with my mixed media today. I don't like that it gets on my table. Note to self, always put something down when you're doing mixed media. I never remember to do that. Okay. Okay, I think rolling it is better than trying to splash it because then you end up with that. Okay, the next step is the butterflies. This is going to be my favorite part, and then we're going to have to wait for it. All right, so I'm going to use translucent texture paste, but I've decided that it is not going to show up on my white background. So what I need to do is find a palette knife first that I can trust. Probably can't even trust this one. It says on here you can tint it with re-inker. And so first, of course, I went for my oxide re-inker, and then I realized that I probably really want to use my distress re-inker because distress will not react in the same way. And it's I think it's a little more pigmented. So we'll see. Right? We're just going to try it out. That's kind of what's the fun part about Mixed Media Monday is you just kind of try it out. See what you get. That's very bright. And that's okay. Bright is fun. But part of the reason I wanted to do it this way was because I hope I can have enough to actually do what I want to do. I want to go over the bottom here and then go up toward the top. And so I'm going to actually tape down this piece. Okay, so I've taped that down, and then now I'm going to put my butterfly down. And I think I actually I'm going to do this kind of funny. I'm going to do translucent down here where the butterfly is on top of the paper. And then I'm going to, let me see where my photos are going to go. Because I don't want to be putting myself in a weird situation. See, the butterfly is kind of flying out. But if I turn them just a little bit this way, I think this is perfect. I'll have them just like this. You can go a little bit behind the photo, that's okay. And then it will be, oh, going this way. Ah, this is even better. Okay, this is even better. Okay. This makes more sense. That was backwards because I had it oriented based on how I wrote on the stencil. Okay, perfect. So it's like this. Butterfly flying out from the back here. I think that'll work. Might have to move. Right where that is. And I'm going to use clear for the bottom. Translucent for the bottom, right here like this. we're gonna wait for this texture paste to dry, and then I'll come back, I'll add my photos and whatever my extra little thing that I'm gonna add, all the little extras. Here's a little bit of a close-up. Can you even see the butterfly? Probably not, but I think once it dries, you'll be able to see a lot better. I love the pink up in the corner. All right, come back in a minute and we'll see you with magic of video that you'll be able to see it after it's already dried. Alrighty, well, welcome back. I've let my background dry, and it turns out that the translucent butterfly that I have right here is not overly showing up. It is very, very hard to see it, but you know what? That's okay, because that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. I have some little splatters there, and it's funny how the ink reacted on top of the texture paste that wasn't quite dry, or the translucent texture paste, but so that's okay. I'm just gonna put my photos down here where I want them to go. I love that I matted them on white, and they kind of pop off the background a little bit better than they were before. Here's my title down here, and I'm going to add in some stickers and probably some dots and maybe some other little ephemera thingy bobbers, but you know, in the original sketch it really didn't have a whole lot of extra, so I don't know that I'm gonna really go overboard, although I have to say I just absolutely love these little guys. But look, on the puffy sticker sheet, which I haven't even used a single bit, look at these little tiny like stars, and here's some little tiny those little crosses. They're so adorable. I might have to add them in just because they're just so perfect. Like, I wish Simple Stories would just create a whole page of just those little stars, or just like these little pluses, because oh, they're so cute. Also, I love this little Instax camera. It seems to go pretty well with my colors, so might be putting that on there. Definitely want to add that. Oh, and then I have a couple of these little leftover decorative brads. They're not really brads, they're just like circle stickers, but they're so cute. There's a little camera. There's Enjoy Your Holiday, which has sunglasses, which is so fun. Yeah, so I might be adding some of that in there for this too, because why not? Okay, but I'm just gonna speed this part up, and you can enjoy watching me just kind of plop and stick. It's what I call the final stick down. Sing the song in your head if you know what I'm talking about. And I'll catch you at the end with some close-ups. Don't forget to go and check out all the people who are hopping along on this Mixed Media Mix It Up Monday. I always have a really fun group of ladies that join me, and I really appreciate everybody joining in, creating videos, getting excited about this hop. I never knew that it was gonna get to the point where I had 5 or 10 people participating almost every single month and creating something special every time. So don't forget to go check them out, and thank you so much. If you enjoy my content on my channel, please consider subscribing if you don't already. If you do, thank you so much. And I will, again, like I said, catch you again at the end. Bye. I mean, just enjoy.